Hello, my first graders. We are on page 55 today. It's lesson 1.8. So if you are not in your Go Math book on page 55, then pause, find your page number, and play when you're ready. Okay. All right. I'm going to read you a word problem. It says, draw a picture to show the problem. Write the addends and the sum. So remember, addends are the two numbers that we put together, and our sum is the answer to a plus problem. So they want us to make our two addends and our answer. Okay. It says, there are 2 children in line for the slide. 4 more children get in line. How many children are in line for the slide? So let's listen to that again and see what numbers we're using. There are 2 children in line for the slide. So 2 is our first number. 4 more children get in line. So what's our next number? 4. How many children are in line for the slide? Okay, so we have 2 kids in line, then 4 more go in line. So now we need to draw a picture. So remember when we were doing our picture, we use circles, right? We can draw them right on top. 2 for the number 2. So for our number 4, how many circles? 4. Okay, then to find our answer, what do? We count them all. So we have, what did you get? 6. Okay, 2 plus 4 equals 6. All right, now let's look down here. They're going to give us another problem. Christy has 3 stickers. Bruce gives her 2 more stickers. How many stickers does Christy have now? So let's listen to that again to hear our numbers. Christy has 3 stickers. So our first number is 3. Bruce gives her 2 more stickers. What's our next number? 2. How many stickers does Christy have now? Okay, so now it asks us, we have to draw our picture again. So think, how many do I make for this? 3. And how many do I make for this? 2. All right, draw your circles. If you need to pause at any time, go ahead and do that. Okay, now that we drew our circles, to find the sum or to find the answer, we have to do what? Count all our circles. Very good. Count all your circles. Write your answer in. What did you get? Hopefully you got 5. Okay, 3 plus 2 equals 5. When we count all our circles, it equals 5. All right, if you're still working, you can pause. If not, turn to the next page. Okay. It says write the addition problem. All right, so let's look at this picture. How many butterflies do we have on the branch? 2. How many butterflies are joining them? 2. So if we have 2 on the branch and 2 more join them, how many do we have all together? We can count them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 plus 2 equals 4. Now they're showing us this can be written a different way. Instead of writing it across, we can write it up and down. So this changes the way our problem looks a little bit. Here's our 2 plus 2. And instead of having an equal sign that looks like this, right? Instead of our equal sign looking like this, they use this line. This straight line is our equal sign. And then they write the answer underneath. Okay, it always goes underneath. So it goes in a straight row. Okay, and I'm going to give you an example of that. We looked at turnaround facts. Remember when we moved our things around? So I'm going to use a different number. Number 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you remember when we turned it like this and we said 2 plus 3 equals 5? Right, our answer still stays the same. And we said no matter how we turn this, it still equals 5. 3 plus 2 equals 5. 2 plus 3 equals 5. We said if we turned it like this, it still equals 5. 3 plus 2 equals 5. And if I turned it like this, 2 plus 3 equals 5. It doesn't matter if it's a problem that goes across like this or if we change it and make it go up and down. Okay? It's still the same. We're still adding and it will still equal the same. So let's take a look down here. Okay, today we're working on our problems going up and down. So here's our first box. This is for our first add-in, our first number that we're putting together. Look at our flowers. How many pink flowers do we have? Well, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is our first number. Plus, okay, let's look at these. How many blue flowers? 1, 2, 3. So we're just putting our numbers on top of each other. There's our first number plus the next number. And then this line means equals. Equals how many all together. That's what's going to go here in our last box. Just like if we had an equal sign. 5 plus 3 equals how many? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 plus 3 equals 8. And it's just putting it in a row. So let's look at this one. Okay. We have how many bees on a branch? Well, there's 3 bees. How many are joining them? 2. See how we're just going? Instead of going across, we're just going down. 3 plus 2. This line means equals. Equals how many all together? Well, we count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 plus 2 equals 5. All right, boys and girls, I would like you to try down here with the ants and over here with your green leaves and your yellow leaves. Write your problem going down, right? This line means equals and your answer at the bottom. So pause to do your work. When you're done, hit play. Okay, let's check our answers. Okay, if you haven't filled this in, make sure that you're filling that in before you're hitting play, okay? So we look at our ants and we've said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ants on the hill. 1 ant joins them. 5 plus 1 more when we count them all together equals 6. Okay, then we had our leaves. We look at our green leaves first. We had 8 green leaves plus how many yellow leaves? 2 yellow leaves. And when we count them all together, it equals 10. Okay, so if you need to fix any of your work, just pause to fix. If not, we're going to look across the page. Okay, this page is all about adding. See up here with our boxes? Okay, they want you to add these together. If you need to draw your picture, which a lot of you need, you can just put your circles either next to it, or if you want to use a different piece of paper, like a scrap paper, to draw your circles on, you can do that. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, so you're going to add going down, right? Remember, our answer goes underneath. So I'm going to show you the first one, and then I'm going to have you do the rest on your own. So we had 1 plus 2. Well, if I need circles, I can make small circles right next to it. 1 plus 2, I count them all together. and it equals 3. And see how my 3 goes underneath? All right. Now some of these are a little bit bigger numbers, so putting the circles next to it might be hard. That's why you might need another piece of paper to draw your circles on. All right, you're going to pause. You're working on this top part, okay? Just this top part. And when you're done, you can hit the play button. So pause, work on the top part, and then you can hit play. All right, boys and girls, hopefully you have finished your problems, okay? I want to make sure you did all the problems above before you are checking your work. All right, so here are our answers, and I'm just going to go like this so you can see one row at a time. I want you to check your work. If you made a mistake on a problem, you can just circle it, okay? And that tells you got to go back and try to do it again. Okay, so we had 2 plus 2 is 4, 0 plus 3 is 3, 1 plus 1 is 2, 4 plus 2 is 6, 8 plus 1 is 9. If you made a mistake, just circle your problem, and then you can go back in a minute and fix it. Okay, and here's our last row. 0 plus 4 is 4. 7 plus 3 is 10. 4 plus 4 is 8. 9 plus 1 is 10. 6 plus 3 is 9. 4 plus 3 is 7. So if you made a mistake, just circle it. And then you can pause the video and fix it. Okay? All right. Now we're going to look at the bottom part. It says, Ella put 2 marbles in a bag. I'm going to circle the number 2. John put 3 marbles in a bag. I'm going to circle 3. How many marbles are in the bag? All right, so let's read that one more time. Ella put 2 marbles in a bag. John put 3 marbles in the bag. How many marbles are in the bag? So Ella put 2, John put 3. So that is telling us that it is a plus problem. They're adding more to the bag. So let's use the numbers that are in our problem. So our first number is 2. And now we can write this up and down, or we can write it across, whatever is easier for you. So I'm going to do this one up and down since that's what we've been practicing, but I'll also show you across. 2 plus 3, so I put the 3 right underneath it. I'm going to draw my line and put my plus sign in. Now if you didn't want to draw it up and down and you wanted to draw it across, you could have written 2 plus 3 equals. Either way is fine. It's the same problem, just written a different way. So you choose how you want to write it. Once we've done that, now we need to solve it. So we can draw our circles. For the number 2, we make 2 circles. For the number 3, we make 3 circles. Okay, once you make your circles, count all your circles and write your answer. Okay. Okay, what did you get? Did you get 5? 2 plus 3 equals 5. So if you wrote it up and down, your problem looks like this. But if you wrote it across, your problem looks like this. It's the same thing. 2 plus 3 equals 5. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Okay, it's just written differently. See? This one's written across. This one is written up and down. So now we have one more step to do, which is write our answer here. Blank marbles. Well, we found our answer was 5. 5 marbles. Okay. So, boys and girls, this one, again, is math on the spot, so you can watch this one if you like. Instead of writing this all out, I just want you to listen to it, okay? You do not need to write anything for this problem. Okay, let's just listen. Sam showed how he added 4 plus 2. Tell how Sam could find the correct sum. So we're looking at this. This is what Sam did. He did 4 plus 2 equals 7. So Sam's answer is not right. So I want us to think, when we're trying to solve a problem, what do we do to help us figure out our answer? What strategy have we been practicing throughout this whole chapter when we're doing a plus problem? What do we add to our plus problem to help us figure out the answer? Hopefully you said we draw circles, right? If Sam drew circles and counted them, would he find the right answer? Probably, right? So let me watch my paper and see if that will help us. So for the first number, how many circles do I need to draw? I would need to draw 4 circles. So here's my 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, you do not need to do this. You can just listen along with me. Then he had 2 more. So how many does he need to draw now? 2. Okay, how do you get the correct answer? What do you do with your circles now to find the answer? You count them all together. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 plus 2 doesn't equal 7. 4 plus 2 equals 6. Okay, so what we could tell Sam was draw circles to match your numbers and count them, because that's the strategy we've been working on for all of our problems. All right, if you need to pause, you can do that. If not, we're going to turn the page. All right. So, boys and girls, this top part is a practice of our addition facts. Now, as you can see, some are going across and some are going up and down. What I'm going to tell you with this is, even though they tell us that we can color these in with the different colors, as long as you are doing your adding, you can skip the coloring just to save time. If you want to color, go ahead. It's up to you. And we're actually going to skip this part as well. Okay, and we're going to look at this last one. So we'll come back to this in just a minute, but let's look at this last part down here. It says, write the sum. Explain how you solved the problem. So we're going to work on this one together. 5 plus 4. How do we find the sum, or our answer? Well, what do we do to help us figure this out? Just like we did on the other page. We draw circles, right? So if we were explaining how we solved this problem, we could say draw circles. So for the number 5, how many circles are we drawing? 5. 1. For the number 4, how many? 4. Okay. To get our answer, what do we do with all these circles? We count them. Very good. Count all those circles. Write your answer here. Okay, what did you get? Did you get the answer 9? All right, hopefully. If you didn't, go back and check and make sure you had the right number of circles and that you counted them all together. All right, so boys and girls, you're going to work on adding up here. I'd like you to add and then have a grown-up check your answer, okay? You do not need to do the coloring part unless you want to. But before you color, make sure a grown-up checks your work, okay? And then when you're finished, you're going to work on your personal math trainer.